Long ago she was worshipped by the ancient Celts as a triple goddess of poetry, healing, and smithcraft, the fire of the forge. She was the goddess of the home fire inspiration and the arrival of spring. But when Christianity came to Ireland in the 5th century, the people loved Brigid so much that they refused to let her go. So, her legacy transformed into Saint Brigid of Kildare, one of Ireland's patron saints. The stories of the goddess and the saint blurred together beautifully. Historically, Saint Brigid founded a unique monastery in Kildare where a group of women kept a sacred, perpetual fire burning for centuries, never letting it go out. This story is historically grounded in that real Celtic transition. It honors the absolute truth of who she was to the people, the keeper of the eternal flame, the fire that never dies. If you travel to the Green Plains of Kildare in Ireland, you can still feel the warmth of a fire that was lit over 1,500 years ago. It is the flame of Brigid, a name that has meant the Exalted One since the dawn of Celtic memory. In the old days, before the written word came to the Emerald Hills, the ancient people looked to Brigid as the goddess of 3 distinct fires. The first was the fire of the forge, where iron was hammered into tools to tend the earth. The second was the fire of healing, the internal warmth that fights off sickness and mends a broken body. But the third fire was the most sacred of all, the fire of poetry. The Celts believed that whenever an artist, a musician, or a storyteller felt a sudden burst of creative inspiration, it was Brigid striking a spark inside their soul. She was the divine protector of those who weave words. As the centuries rolled on and the old world changed, the spirit of Brigid did not vanish, it evolved. In the 5th century, a real woman named Brigid was born in Ireland. She became a spiritual leader, a peacemaker, and a saint. She was famous for her boundless generosity, once saying that her greatest wish was to give a lake of beer to the King of Kings, and that everyone who came to her door hungry would be fed. At a time when women had very little power in society, Saint Brigid did something extraordinary. In Kildare, a name that translates to the Church of the Oak, she established a vast monastery where men and women lived and worked as equals. And there, beneath the shadow of a massive oak tree, Brigid and her sisters did something beautiful to honor the ancient traditions of their ancestors. They lit a sacred fire. For hundreds of years after her death, 19 holy women guarded that flame in a continuous cycle. Every night, a different woman would tend the hearth, adding wood and shielding it from the fierce Irish winds. On the 20th night, the sisters would leave the wood beside the hearth and whisper, "Brigid, guard your own fire, for this is your night." And every morning the people would wake up to find the fire still burning bright, completely untouched by human hands. To the people of Ireland, that perpetual flame was a living symbol. It reminded them that even in the darkest, coldest winters, warmth would always return. It taught them that the light of compassion, art, and knowledge can never be truly extinguished by the passage of time. Eventually, the original monastery fire was put out during the turmoils of history, but the spark never truly died. Today, the flame has been relit in Kildare, burning once again as a testament to peace and justice. So each time you sit around a fire and watch the smoke drift upward, remember that you are participating in Brigid's ancient lineage. Whenever you write a poem, whenever you care for someone, and whenever you tend a hearth, you are keeping that 1,500-year-old fire alive in the modern world.